Do you also want to save the details of your Instagram leads to the Google Sheet and send them emails automatically? Then I'm here with an amazing automation. So hello everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to save Instagram leads automatically and send instant emails. And we are going to build this automation by using Pabbly Connect, which can integrate different applications and start automating your work. So now as soon as you will receive a new lead over your Instagram lead ads, the data will be added to the Google Sheet and an email will be sent to your leads. So if you also want to create this amazing automation, then let me take you towards my screen. Welcome to my screen, and now let's create the amazing automation. So right here on my screen you can see I have integrated 3 applications, that is Instagram lead ads, Google Sheet and Gmail. Now as soon as you will receive a new lead over your Instagram lead ads, the data will be added to the Google Sheet and an instant email will be sent to your leads. So now let's build this automation by using an amazing automation tool, that is Pabbly Connect. But before that, let's see the real life working of this automation. So for that, let's move on towards my lead ad testing tool page. And here you can see I'm landed to my lead ad testing tool page of Meta for developers. And here I'm getting 2 options, that is for the page and the form. So here I am going to use the page which I have already created in my Facebook account. So this is the Facebook account connected with my Instagram account, which I am going to use for building the connection. So here on my Facebook account I have created this page, that is the Magic Makers, which I am going to select over my lead ad testing tool page. So here I am going to select it from this drop downs, and here I am going to use the same form which is selected. Now I have to delete my previous lead because I can create only one lead per form as I am working on the test mode. But no worries, you can create many leads on your live mode. And here you can see my lead has been deleted. Now we just have to click over this preview form button for getting our form. And here you can see as I have clicked over this button, I am getting this form which I am going to fill, providing email, first name, last name, phone number and the city. So here you can see I have filled this form, providing email demo@pabblytudes.com, first name demo, last name user, phone number and the city. Now let's submit this form by simply selecting this continue button and submit button. And as I have clicked over this submit button, my form has been successfully submitted. Now let's move on towards my Google Sheet to check whether the data is saved over there or not. So here you can see this is the Google Sheet where I am saving my data named as Instagram leads. And here we are getting 4 fields, that is full name, email, phone number and the city. And here I am getting the same data which I have recently entered over my Instagram lead ads form, that is full name, demo user, email, demo@pabblytudes.com, phone number and the city. So this shows that the first step is working properly. Now let's move on towards my Gmail account to check whether I am receiving an email over there or not. So here you can see in my Gmail account I am successfully receiving this email having the subject "Thank you for connecting with us," and here I am getting the same name, that is demo user. So this shows that the automation I have built in is successfully working. And now I am going to show you how you can create an amazing automation for your own business as well. And I have something special for you. So right here on my screen you can see this is the coupon code which is going to provide you exclusive discounts on your purchase for the Pabbly. So use this code and start automating your work. Now let's create this amazing automation by accessing Pabbly Connect. And for accessing the Pabbly Connect, you just have to type its URL over the new tab. That is pabbly.com/connect, and once you will enter the URL, you will be getting the landing page of Pabbly. And here you can see we are getting 2 options, that is sign in and sign up free. So if you are a new user, you can simply click over this sign up free, but if you are an existing user, you can simply click over this sign in. And if you sign up your account for free over the Pabbly Connect, you get 100 free tasks every month for practicing Pabbly Connect. But before moving on forward towards creating our automation, I am going to tell you about Pabbly Community. So here you can see this is the page of Pabbly community where automation users, marketers and business owners gather to share their ideas, ask questions and get relevant update regarding using the Pabbly applications. So you can also join Pabbly community now and grow your business with us. And if you wish to join the Pabbly community, you can find link in the description given below. Now let's move on to my Pabbly Connect again. And here I am going to simply click over this sign in as I already have an account. And once you finish your sign up, you will be getting this all Pabbly apps page where you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly. And as we are going to integrate some applications, we will be using this Pabbly Connect app which can integrate different applications and start automating your work. So for automating at this task, we have to click over this Access Now button and we will be landed to the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect which can be seen here. And on this dashboard page, you can observe these folders. And inside these folders, I have created many workflows by integrating different applications. So if you also want to create your own folder, you simply have to click over this create a new folder button and here you have to provide the folder name. And at the next point, if you want, you can even select your parent folder as well. And at last, you just have to click over this create button and your folder will be created. But now, I am going to create a workflow. So for that, you simply have to click over this create workflow button and you will be getting this option for selecting the workflow builder. So here we are getting two workflow builder, that is beta, which is modern, faster and more flexible, and another workflow builder we are getting is classic, which will provide you stable and familiar approach. So here I am going to use this newly launched workflow builder beta. So for that, you simply have to click over this select button and you will be getting this dialog box where you have to provide the workflow name. So now I am going to provide a name to my workflow here. So here I am providing it the name Save Instagram Leads Automatically and Send Instant Emails. Now I am going to select my folder as automation. Now let's click over this create button and here you can see we are receiving this pop-up and we are successfully landed to a workflow page where you can observe this option of adding the trigger. Now you might be thinking, what is this trigger? So trigger is our application which is going to initiate a workflow. So in this case, I want to initiate my workflow as soon as I receive a new lead over my Instagram lead ads. So now you might have got it that I'm going to use my trigger app as Instagram lead ads. So now let's click over this add trigger button and here you can see this application, that is Instagram lead ads, which I have selected. And now I'm going to select my app event as new lead instant. Now let's click over this connect button and here we are landed to this connection page where if you want to use your existing connection, then you can select this button, that is select existing connection. And if you want to build a new connection, then you have to select this button, that is add new connection. And here you have to click over this connect with Instagram lead ads button. But before that, you have to remember that the Facebook account connected with your Instagram account must be logged in. So now let's click over this button and here we are getting this option for selecting my Facebook account. So here I am going to select my Facebook account and as I have selected my Facebook account, the connection has been created successfully. And now we are getting these fields for selecting the page and the form. So I have already shown you that on my Facebook account connected with my Instagram account, I am going to use this page, that is the Magic Makers. So now let's select it. So here I am going to select my page, that is the Magic Makers, and afterwards I am going to select my form as new leads as I want to receive the leads of only this particular form. And if you want to receive the leads of all the forms created under this page, then you can even select all leads and forms also. Now let's select this new leads form and now I am going to enable this toggle of simple response so that we can receive the response in simple format. Now let's click over this save and send test request button and here you can see it is waiting for the webhook response. So for providing the webhook response, we have to do the test submission, and for doing the test submission, we have to fill our Instagram lead ads form. So for that, let's move on towards my Meta for Developers page. So here you can see this is my Meta for Developers page where I'm going to select this option of resources, and on the resources we are getting this option of developer tools which you have to select. and you will be landed to the developer tools page where you have to select this tool, that is lead ads RTU debug tool, and you will be landed to the lead ad testing tool page where I'm going to select my page as the magic makers, and here my form has been already selected, and now I'm going to delete my previous lead as I'm working on the test mode. And as I have clicked over this delete lead, I'm getting this message which says you do not have a lead submitted for the selected form yet. So now we just have to click over this preview form button, and we are getting this form again, and now I'm going to fill this form. So here you can see I have filled this form providing email smart@pabblytudes.com, first name smart, last name user, phone number and the city. Now let's click over this continue button and submit our form. And here you can see my form has been successfully submitted. Now let's move on towards my Pabbly Connect to check whether we are receiving the response over there or not. So here you can see in my Pabbly Connect, I am successfully receiving this response, that is response A, with all the fields which I have recently filled over my Instagram lead ads form. So with this, we have successfully integrated our trigger app, and now I am going to add action app. And we can have only one trigger app, but we can have many action applications or action apps according to our workflow. So now we just have to click over this add new action step button, and here we are landed to this action setup page where I'm going to select Google Sheet as my action app, as I'm going to save my data in the Google Sheet. Now we just have to select our app event as add new row. Now let's click over this connect button, and here we are landed to this connection page. So if you want to build a new connection, then you have to sign up with your Google account after selecting this add new connection button. But here I'm going to use my existing connection, so I'm going to select this button, that is select existing connection, and now I'm going to simply click over this save button, and here our connection has been saved successfully, and the first field we are getting is for selecting the spreadsheet, which is already selected. So I have already shown you that I'm going to use this spreadsheet, that is Instagram leads, which is already selected here, and now I am going to fill all these details. Now you might be thinking that I am going to do it manually, but no, I am going to perform mapping, which is the real magic of Pabbly Connect. Now you might be thinking, what is this magic and what is this mapping? So mapping is basically inserting the data from the previous step so that you don't have to enter your values again and again, as mapping makes the field dynamic. So here I am going to map all these details from the response which I am receiving from Instagram lead ads, as this is my previous step. So here I am going to map the full name, and the process of mapping is simple. You just have to select the field which you want to map, and from here you have to select the application which contains details. So here I am going to map the full name providing my first name, and afterwards I am going to provide the space and map the last name. And now for the next field, that is email, I am going to do it again. So here I have mapped the email, and now I am going to map the phone number of my lead. So here I have mapped it, and now I am going to map the city of my lead. So here I have mapped all these details. Now we just have to click over the save and send test request, and these fields are dynamic, means these are going to change with every new lead received from your Instagram leads form. So now let's click over this button, and as I have clicked over this button, I am receiving a positive response, which means our data might be sent to the Google Sheet. So for testing this, let's move on towards my Google Sheet with me. So here you can see in my Google Sheet, I am successfully receiving the full name, that is smart user, email smart@pabblytudes.com, phone number and the city. So this shows that I have successfully integrated my first action app, and our data is successfully saved. And now as soon as you will receive a new lead over your form, the data will be automatically saved to your Google Sheet, and you don't have to do any manual work. So use Pabbly Connect and automatically save your data, and use the code given on screen for getting exclusive offers. Now let's move on towards our Pabbly Connect, and here I am going to add one more action app, that is Gmail. So here I am going to select it, and now I am going to select my app event as send email. Now we just have to click over this connect button, and again for building the new connection you have to sign up with your Google account, but I am going to use my existing connection. So now let's click over the save button, and here you can see as I have clicked over this save button, my connection has been created successfully and we are getting some of the fields. So the first field we are getting for entering the sender name. So here I'm going to enter my sender's name as Pabbly, and this field will be static, means this is not going to change with every new responses. And the next field we are getting for entering the sender's email address, which is already entered as my email address. So here you can enter the sender's email address as well. And now we are getting this field for entering the recipient's email address. So now I am going to map the recipient's email address from the response of the Instagram lead ads. So here I have mapped it. And now for these fields, that is CC and BCC. So if you want to send this email to multiple recipients, then you can enter the CC and BCC. And now we are getting this field for entering the email subject. So now let's enter it. So here I have entered my email subject, and now for the next field I am going to enter my email content. So here I am done with my email content, and after this word hi, I am going to map the name of my lead again. So here I am going to map the first name, provide the space and map the last name. So with this we are successfully added our email content, and now we are getting this field for selecting the email content type. So from this drop down you can select your preferred email content type, whether it's plain or HTML. Now we are getting some of the fields which are not necessary, so I will be simply selecting the save and send test request button, and here you can see that we are receiving a positive response, which demonstrates that an email might be sent to the Gmail account of my recipient. So for testing this, let's move on towards my Gmail account with me. So here you can see in my Gmail account, I'm successfully receiving this email having the subject, "Thank you for connecting with us," and here I'm getting the same name which I have recently entered, that is Smart User. So this shows that my automation which I have recently built in is successfully working. So if you also want to automate your all tasks, whether it's saving the bulk data or sending email, then you can use Pabbly Connect. So what are you waiting for? And if this video feels really helpful, then hit the like and subscribe button, and I have added the link of the workflow which I have recently created in the description box, so make sure to check it out. So start using Pabbly Connect, and thank you for watching this video. Not only this automation, you can build many more integrations like this by just using Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can post it over the forums.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Connect for free now.